Speaking of maybe spending a little money, doing some shopping, many of us about to do a lot of that with the holidays getting closer. So we want to make sure our accounts and our money are safe from fraud.
Lisa Venati, the president and CEO of Torrington Savings Bank, is here with some tips to protect yourself and your loved ones. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Holiday season coming up. Yeah. Scams tend to spike. So what are some of the things you're seeing right now?
So I would say watch if you're shopping through social media. Be very careful. That's something we're seeing an uptick now. The other thing I would say is, we all get busy, the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
So it's easy to forget our cyber hygiene. So really pay attention, take a breath, slow down. That's usually what we tell people.
Okay. And you did mention that social media scams, that's where you're kind of seeing some of those real uptick in numbers. Is it just because people are a little bit less cautious with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok shop, all those kinds of things?
I think the scammers are opportunistic. So they know that you're busy, they know you have a lot going on, you've got a list, you've got to get your shopping done, and so they take advantage of that. I would say, if I were to give you one piece of advice, it's if it seems too good to be true, it is. It probably is. Yeah. If it's a really expensive piece of jewelry and suddenly it's, on sale for 95% off, probably something you want to think twice about and check that site out first.
Okay, good.
So how can you recognize maybe if you are being scammed, if you're about to be scammed?
I would say unsolicited emails, unsolicited text messages. If it's someone you don't know, always double check. If you're getting a text, and I'll say even if it's not from shopping, if you get a text from your bank, that's highly unusual unless you've initiated the transaction.
Yes.
So always find a phone number independently, call back. Don't call the number in the text message. It's usually a scam.
Okay.
Also, again, that sense of urgency.
Right, and we hear that a lot with a bunch of different types of scams, like when people are calling asking for you to wire money, that kind of stuff. But I think it was important that you talked about if you sign up for bank alerts, that's one thing.
Right.
But maybe check those URL addresses, the whatever the email addresses, because like one letter could be off, and that could really throw you for a loop.
And that's what they do, and they're excellent at spoofing our websites too. So they might give you a link to click on. You get to the website thinking it's any one of our banks or even a legitimate shopping site, and it's not. So always, don't click on the links. That's what we tell people. Even if it's legitimate, get off your phone, go to a browser, open the link independently. So
in those instances too, can they just call you and say, hey, I got an alert, but I'm not sure?
Absolutely. We would much rather you call us and make sure that it's legitimate. And that happens. People get an alert, a fraud alert on their debit card. We use a third-party processor, so it doesn't always say it's coming right from the bank. So we tell people, we will never be upset with you for hanging up on us and calling us back.
Smart, though.
Yeah, and if someone does suspect they have been scammed, how can you help if it's, they've already clicked that link?
Yep, call the bank. Call the bank. We can freeze your accounts immediately. We can freeze your debit cards. We can, as long as you get to us quickly enough, we can pretty much stop anything.
So in the case that maybe money has been taken out of an account or some kind of, activity in that respect that's a bad actor involved, right? What's the likelihood that you can recover that?
Well, so it depends. It depends. I would tell you that most of us, our debit cards are, they're either issued by MasterCard or Visa. They have liability protections. You can dispute a transaction. There's regulations that allow you to dispute a transaction if it's fraud. Most of the time with the community banks, we will work really closely with the customer, with the vendor, with another bank to try to get your money back. But I can tell you that a lot of us the bank ends up eating it sometimes.
Okay.
We end up taking the loss sometimes just because we're there to try to protect the customer.
Right. So, but that's probably part of your mission, right, at Torrington Savings Bank. You want to make sure that your customers are taken care of and that they feel comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. We want them to be safe. We want them to trust us. We want, we want them to know that we have their best interests at heart. So yeah, that's how we operate.
All right, very good. So let's just really quickly get some information up here, because obviously, Lisa, as you mentioned, it's a very busy time of year. If you're looking for more information, or if you want to start banking, Torrington Savings Bank, 129 Main Street in Torrington. There's branches all across the state. You've got social media, website, all that stuff on your screen right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if I could really quick before I leave, I have a check from the bank for your turkey drive.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much. I can't wait to... This is amazing. This is the best surprise that we could have gotten. Lisa, I'm going to scoot over and give you a hug.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays.
We love that. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We love the generosity.
Yes.
Shout out to Torrington Savings Bank. Thank you so much.